to lash out because they're becoming a minority, and eventually, like every ignorant part of the human life, they will die. So we cannot, as people, and I'm not just talking about black people, okay? We cannot, as people, continue to let this ignorance be a cancer to our societies. Shout out to all the protesters that came out. They came out to block it. They came out to not let it be a cancer. They came out to not let it spread. It's sad. It's really sad that people still think that way. In the 2017 year. Like, man, it's almost 2018. You know what? This is absolute ridiculous, man. So what's the next step? You go out, you protest. No. And then what? I don't know. You can't be a peaceful protest because you came for war. You brought items. You brought weapons. You brought flags. That's not so much of a peaceful protest on the outside. Looks like a hostile environment waiting to happen. That's what it looks like. So anyway, we hope that everyone in America, if you listen to this podcast, it's the Big Dawg again. You know, we hope that everyone in America can understand that we are the people, and if we work together, we can get it done in harmony. We really can. So, guys, I appreciate you listening in to the Big Dawg Rant. We're going to take a break. We'll put a little music on. Then we'll be back. When we come back, we're going to talk sports. It's the Bullhorn Network. It's the Big Dawg on.
Yeah. Yeah. If I make it to heaven, I hope they still drinking, bro. I hope I get to see Nick. Me and him have a few. Talk about 96. The shit that y'all never knew. When we was still in polo. Then wear it up to the school. Hell nah, we wasn't broke. We just acted a fool. Shirt tucked in our jeans. We just thought it looked cool. You can say what you want, but that don't make it the truth. When it's 91 outside, bet it's 69 in my coupe. The AC blowing strong, and we smoking that old. Her homegirl looking good. Yeah, I scoping that too. But I heard you got her pregnant. That's what's up when y'all do. Then somebody knocked on my door. Nick, I'm hoping that's you. But that's a dream deferred, and they don't always come true. 4 minutes to 4, the bus ride after school. If I make it to heaven, I hope it comes with a view, so I can see LA. Niggas know how I do. Fuck with me and get smoked, or fuck with me and smoke too. Yellow album so good, niggas thought it was a fluke. Niggas thought I was on the juice. Yeah, nigga, it was the ghost. And the bitches shaking they ass. I'm like, damn, what it do? She like, damn, can we fuck? Call me up and come through. Watch whatever you want. Champagne in there too. Niggas know what I say.
Yeah.
Tats on both of my wrists.
Big Dawg.
And love and memory of hip hop. I
My
got
first
that
show.
A nigga so
Bullhorn Network. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show. We got to talking about politics. We just got to talking about racism. We want to spend these last few minutes talking about sports. I know everybody loves sports. Let's get on a happy note. My Cowboys are back. They back on the scene, doing their thing how they supposed to. Boys doing exactly what they supposed to make. Draft boys, got my young nephew, Shout out to my young nephew, number 69, George Carroll, good young fella.
Niggas know how I do. Bitches
So,
know how I do. If
they
I make it to
lost.
heaven,
See,
I hope it
man,
come
I don't really know. I don't really know. You know, that's just a rough one. Even though we got Fred Morris doing pretty good. We got the youngster, number 24. He's back there running pretty good. We still got the Beast. We got Dez. Still got J.D. Witt. You know, we got Beasley. You know, we all right. We all right. We got that. But we need that running game. You have to have a running game if you're going to be successful in the NFL. You have to have a running game. You have to have a front line. You got to have guys who are going to protect the quarterback. Okay? So that was a big blow. But then, you know, the politics behind it is incredible to me. I just don't understand how you can, you know, put a punishment down for a young man on some hearsay charges. You know, to this point, not that I know of, you know, some have speculated and said, well, there was some video. But we have, as a society, as a community, have not seen any evidence that this young man has been acting inappropriate. Where's the evidence? You know, I don't know. I don't understand it. So then on top of that, there is reports that he was arrested. Well, he wasn't arrested. I take it back. He wasn't arrested. So now you have a bunch of accusations because they're saying this wasn't the first time. That's why the punishment is so harsh, I guess. But they're saying that this is the third time that Zeke has put his hands on this girl, and you know, she was bruised in the face and bruised in the arm and bruised in the back. Okay. Again, I don't understand why there are no arrests. How can there be 3 different instances where this young man has committed a repeated offense against the same person and there has been no arrest? So that, to me, that sounds a little fishy. I'm just going to say, you know, that sounds fishy to me. So on the other hand, you know, you have guys like Ray Rice who had, you know, plenty of film, and some of these other guys, and they're pretty much out of the league. But they got to pay Ray Rice. For some reason, they made a hasty decision. And now, you know, even though he's not playing in the NFL, he's getting some money. How about that? How about you like to be on the side and get some of that good money? Now, let's talk about my man, Colin Kaepernick. I know it's been a big headline and a story. And I posted on my Facebook. You guys can go check out the article on my Facebook. Kappa Alpha Psi. You know, I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. But I have to give it up to the other 1911. Kappa Alpha Psi. It was a gram of a poll something. But I commended them for the letter. I read the letter. I commended them for actually, as a fraternity, stepping forward for this young man and trying to get an understanding of why he's going through the things that he's going through with the talent that he has in a predominantly white owner league. Because, you know, you got to stand up for your brotherhood. You got to stand up for what's right. And some people don't want you to stand up for what's right. They really don't care. You know, and they say money talk and BS walk. But if you understand that it's about money, it's not about what Kaepernick did. It's about the control, the power that the owners need to have, and they need to maintain that. And if one person starts to create an unruly environment where they cannot play the players as puppets, then they have to exile the cancer. And that's basically what they did to brother Colin Kaepernick. So, hey, a lot of brothers in the NFL, they understand what's going on, and they would like to join Kaepernick in fighting for his rights. Unfortunately, a lot of them are not getting paid enough money where they can afford to be blackballed from the NFL, so they're a slave to the game. Do you understand that? As a person, if you don't know anything about professional sports, you're talking to one that's thoroughly immersed in it and played on that level. Okay? You can get put into a slavery mindset, okay, with the money. Don't do that to yourself, young fellas. Learn how to make money on your own. Get a trade. Get something on the side so you don't be dependent on one income. That goes for the people that work every day, working on a job. Get you a side gig, man. Get you something that's going to produce you some income. You will not, and I will say this again, you will not get wealthy just working on a job, because they're going to pay you just as much for you not to quit. And you're going to do just as much as you can not to get fired. Just think about that for a moment. So, again, big ups to Cap Alphasai for writing a letter to Commissioner Roger Goodell and asking for an explanation and asking them to change this young man's circumstance, because we all can do it, and they can do it. They have the power to do it. And it's not like he's a scrub. It's not like this young man doesn't have talent. He's not one of the good quarterbacks that they have right now. He's a lot better than some of these quarterbacks. Understand that. You know, the young man also has took his team to a Super Bowl before. So you can't be a scrub and take your team to the Super Bowl. I don't want to hear that. It's a lot of guys just playing right now have never been even to a playoff game, and they're a second string quarterback or a starter for a first team. You mean to tell me this talented as Colin Kaepernick is, you're not going to give him an opportunity to play the game that he loves and do well at it and bring the fans in? Because you know it's about the money that they talk about. They don't want to hear it. Yeah, they don't want to hear it. That's terrible. So they said, and I'm going to leave it. T.I.'s going to let you know. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. It's the Big Dawg. The Bullhorn Network. We'll see you real soon. Tune in. Let's do it.
We got London on the track.
Whoa. Yeah, man, TIP in this motherfucker with me, nigga. To the max with it. Rex. I count 6 shots. Gussin' at the bando. A nigga jury real metal like a piano. I went from rag to riches to a feature with tip. I went from smart car to a bitch with some smart lips. And that Epiphany make my hip limp. I'm going fishing with these little bitty strip dips. And my bankroll kinda big dip. Woo. She gon' bring it on a big ship. Quite trail, no quick trip. I got dubs in the alley, no tip. Yeah. And she just wanna have a good day. Smoke way more weed than the guy in LA. I hold them birds till next May. Never let them fly away. What? Hey. Listen what my nigga Tip say. Hey, yeah. Don't be blowing me up, nigga. I ain't getting up. If it ain't about the money, ain't no use to you ringing my line. Stop wasting my time. If it ain't about the money, nah, I can even hear what you say. I ain't finna do shit. If it ain't about the money, bitch, you can miss me with it. Bitch, nigga, miss me with it. Turn. I pack in 11, I pack in 11. Boom. I'm riding the gator, my shoes are just 7. What they say? I'm sliding like the Reverend, I shoot at the Reverend. Hey. Dance at the grocery store, they stuff with ladies. Hey. She try make the extras, I tell on these bitches.